Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and we're going to be recapping today's NBA games as there were 8 games today, and let's get into it. Starting with the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers. New York Knicks high-scoring game in this one with a win, 138-129. Pacers at the point where they're already eliminated. They're resting some of their players. No Halliburton, he's been gone. He's been out for a while, though. Madron's still playing. A couple other guys are out. Main guys like Buddy Hield's done. So is Miles Turner. But their leading scorer tonight was 19 for Jalen Smith and 18 and 12 assists for T.J. McCollum. Oh, my bad. Buddy Hield is playing, but he's playing off the bench. They're giving, some guys like Jordan Nwora and Aaron Nesmith the chance. They're playing a weird lineup as of right now. Not really a true point guard out there because they got right now in the lineup Nwora, Nesmith, Jalen Smith, Andrew Nembhard, and Benedict Majorin, who's been a starter all season. So Buddy's coming off the bench with 13 points tonight. And then for the Knicks, their leading scorer tonight was Obi Toppin with 32 points. Oh, no, they had I would have thought that Obi was their leading scorer, but they had a bunch of really good scorers tonight. 39 and 9 assists for Emmanuel Quickley, 36 for Quentin Grimes. That has to be a career high for him. 32 for Obi Toppin. No Jalen Brunson. No Jalen Brunson. No Julius Randle. No problem. These guys stepped. Quickly when there is no. Obviously Brunson, he's going to be a part of this Knicks team. He's a he's been a superstar for the Knicks. But Quickly when Brunson is not on the court is like another superstar. And even though, in my opinion and the way I feel about Quickly is even when Brunson's on the court, Quickly needs to be shooting and playing just as minutes as Brunson. I think he needs to be in the starting lineup. I think if he's in the rotation and shooting a lot for the Knicks in the playoffs, I think they are a dangerous team. With Brunson and Randle healthy and got young guys like Obi Toppin, Quentin Grimes, and Isaiah. Getting confused there. Emmanuel Quickley, Quentin Grimes, and Obi Toppin playing the way they did tonight, and then adding a healthy Randle and Brunson onto that table with also guys like Josh Hart, who had 6 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists and 4 steals tonight. Incredible stats all around. You got a really incredible team right there. I think, even though the Cavs are a great team, I think they could show up as a threat to the Cavaliers if that is looking like the matchup that is going to be in the first round between the Cavs and the Knicks in the first. So good win for the Knicks tonight. Great performances by Quentin Grimes, Emmanuel Quickley, and Obi Toppin. Good win for the Nets today, 123-108 against the Pistons. 23, 5, and 10 for Jay and Ivy. And then for the Nets, Mikal Bridges with 26. And 18 for Joe Harris. I am not sure if this. I don't think this clinched the Nets. I think they still need a Heat loss to clinch the playoffs. But that can very well happen in the Heat's next game. I don't know who they play though. Celtics-Raptors. Celtics with the win, 97-93. They clinched the 2 seed. The Bucks clinched the 1 seed with their win over the Raptors. 97-93 for the Celtics. There no Jason Tatum though tonight. Jaylen Brown had 25 and 11. Brogdon had 29 off the bench. The Raptors, 28 for Siakam, 18 for Scotty Barnes, and 16 for Precious Achiuwa. And the Celtics get a win really close. Then the Bucks to clinch the 1 seed in the East. They win against the Bulls, 105-92. 27 for 20. No Giannis though. 27 and 13 for Bobby Portis. It's 26 for Brook Lopez. Drew Holiday with 28 and 15, and then Javon Carter had 16 as well. And then for the Bulls, 21 for Vucevic. Levine with 13, DeRozan with 8. I think now that they've already clinched the play-in, I think they're just starting to take it easy. They know they're finally in. The Magic were eliminated last night, so they're officially in. So I don't think there's any reason to give their best players like DeRozan and Levine high minutes, go and take out all their energy when they have 2 really important games to try to win next in the next week, about a week away from the 11th to the 15th in the play-in tournament. They have to win 2 games. They're not going to getting that 8-7 game. So they have to win the 10-9 game. They have to win against the loser of the 8-7 game. So if they want to make it to the playoffs, they have to win 2 big games in the play-in. So honestly, if I were the Bulls, I'd just rest their 2-player. Or if I don't know what the seeding is right now, but the Bulls, if I am not mistaken, the Bulls are the 10 seed. The Bulls are the 10 seed. The Raptors are the 9 seed. So the Raptors are sitting at 40-40. The Bulls are sitting at 38-42. I believe so. There is a chance. The Bulls would have to win their last 2 games, and the Raptors would have to lose their last 2 games. But the Bulls could flip. I don't know. It just depends on their matchups from this season, and also I think it's possible for the Raptors to lose their last 2. I don't know about the Bulls. About winning. I don't know about the Bulls about winning their next 2 because they play a Dallas team who's eager to make it to the playoffs. So, but the only reason I could see Chicago playing their starters for a reason is if they're trying to get to that 9 seed to be in front of their home crowd in Chicago for that 9-10 game. But I really don't think it's possible. You need to win both of your games, and you need Toronto to lose both of their games. And that doesn't even guarantee it. It could, because I don't know their matchups from this season off the top of my head. But if the Bulls won most of their matchups against the Raptors this season, which they might have, then the Bulls would be the home team in that game. But yeah, that's the only reason I can see them playing their starters for. The Hawks beat the Wizards 134-116, 25 and 16 assists for Trae Young, 23 for John Collins. And then for the Wizards, 25 for Daniel Gafford. Johnny Davis with 20 and 7. He's been playing really well as of recent. He's been showing out. And then in a huge overtime game between the Pelicans and the Grizzlies. Pelicans win 138-131. With this loss by the Grizzlies, the Denver Nuggets will clinch the number 1 seed in the West. I don't know if the Grizzlies have officially clinched the number 2. I believe they have. No. I think they needed to win this game. They needed to win to clinch the number 2 seed. Or something like that. So I don't think they've clinched the number 2 seed yet, but I think that's about to happen. So they lose this game to the Pelicans in overtime, 138-131. Trey Murphy with 30 points, career high for Herbert Jones, 35 and 7 points, 31 for CJ McCollum, 24 and 6 and 13 for Brandon Ingram. Then for the Grizzlies, 40 for Jaren Jackson Jr., 25 for Dylan Brooks, no John Morant for the Grizzlies tonight. A couple other players were missing from their roster as well. Dallas Mavericks. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. So the Grizzlies did clinch that number. The Grizzlies did clinch the number 2 seed because of the Kings loss. I did forget about that Kings loss. Big here, Dallas beat the Sacramento Kings 123-119. Their playoff hopes are still alive. It's not like if they would have lost this game, they would have been eliminated, but it would have made their chances a lot less hard. It would have been really hard for the Mavericks to get into the playoffs or the play-in, that 10 seed, if they would have lost this game. They got the win. Kyrie Irving, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Luka played well tonight. They win 123-119, 24 for Tim Hardaway Jr., 29, 10, and 6 for Luka, 31 for Kyrie Irving, 14 for Christian Wood. Mavs played pretty decent as a team tonight, so that was good to see. For the Kings, De'Aaron Fox with 28, Harrison Barnes with 16, 19, 11, and 11 for Sabonis, a triple-double, and 13 for Malik Monk. Then the Battle of L.A. This was a fun game. It's always fun. It's always fun when the Clippers and Lakers play. You got that sort of rivalry there. I would basically say that's a rivalry. And so the funny thing is that the Clippers had beaten the Lakers 10 out of their last matchups. The Lakers have lost to the Clippers 10 times in a row, and that doesn't change tonight. Clippers win 125-118. The records were matched up perfectly in this game. Lakers were 41-38. Clippers were 41-38. The Lakers were 20-18, something like that. 20-18 at home. And then the Clippers were the same thing. And then they have the same home records as they do for the road. So there was just like the exact same thing. And you got the Clippers without Paul George, The Lakers are healthy with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and the Lakers were not able to win this game. 118 to 125. 25 for Kawhi Leonard, 27 for Norman Powell, and then for the Lakers, 33 for LeBron James, 17 and 11 for Anthony Davis, 20 for Austin Reeves, and 15 for D'Angelo Russell. Tough loss for the Lakers, but they're still projected. They're locked in. They're not going to fall out of the 10 seed, so that's good for LA. But I do think they want to get into that 7-8. They want to stay in that 7-8. Right now they're at the 9. So they want to stay in that 7 to 8 because, yes, the Lakers can win 2 games in a row, whether it's, having to beat either the Thunder or the Mavericks one game, or then having to play the winner of the Warriors, Pelicans, or whoever's playing in that other game. Yes, it would be hard. It would be hard to win those 2 games. The Lakers could do it. They could win those 2 games in a row, but it would be hard. And the opposite, having to do the opposite instead of just winning 1 game in that 7-8 seed and then getting in and playing a team you want to match up. The Lakers want to match up against the Grizzlies. They match up well. The Grizzlies don't have a lot of size to match up against LeBron James and Anthony Davis. So it makes sense for the Lakers to try to play the Grizzlies. So the Lakers are going to really try to get into that 7-8 game in these last 2 games of the season. You guys have more thoughts on today's games, and that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.